I love, Carson, look, you have such a good reputation as a salesperson, and you're attached to the largest company in the world with Microsoft. It gives a lot of ooh and ah for people. But what I want everyone to hear what Carson is saying is that he focuses on using this type of content to build, and we can call it a personal brand. It's his reputation. It's staying top of mind. It's you know growing awareness of who he is. There's a million ways that we can explain it, but basically what it does is people go, "Hey Carson, I see you everywhere, and I feel like I already know you." So when his calls are going out, when his emails are going out, we Carson and I did a webinar together teaching the Salesman on Fire methodology, and a lot of the feedback I got from people was, "Oh my gosh, I don't. How does Carson do that?" And I said, "One step at a time. He does it one step at a time." The difference between most people and Carson is Carson wants it bad enough that he's willing to do that work. But what I believe Carson is telling everybody today is in this modern time, it's not that much work.
It's exactly
And
it.
one of the ways that we make it not so much work is that we have live shows and podcasts because we're going to end up talking for an hour on the show today. And we haven't got as many comments as we normally do, but we're going to have an audio file, we're going to have the video file, we're going to have a whole bunch of shorts, we're going to have the transcripts that we can use all the time, we're going to create a newsletter article out of it, and we're going to have links to this that we can share all the time from 1 hour of work. And what happens with all that is, whether it's Carson's story of just happened to be walking through a lobby of an office in Washington at the same time, a guy who had recently met me and knew the show, he's like, "You're on the show with Brandon." Or Carson, when you and I had lunch together in the Microsoft office there in St. Louis, or yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah.
And that guy's like, "Carson." And you're like trying to not drop your lunch. The guy was so excited to meet you. And no offense to him, and I'm not trying to embarrass Carson. This is just what happens. That guy knew Carson. He felt like he was buddies with Carson. It's like this mini celebrity thing because of the show. And I'm not saying any of this because we care about being celebrities. What we care about is filling our pipeline. And we fill our pipeline better because people know us and they feel like they know us because of things like a show and the content we post on social. I mean, right now, we can pull up Dr.